Randi Weingarten of the American Federation of Teachers. We'll head to the first state. This is Kathy in Bethel, Delaware. Line for Republicans. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm concerned about the fact that Ms. Weingarten is blaming parents for children not going into the teaching profession. I think that's just an excuse.
I wasn't actually blaming parents. I was wait. I was giving you a poll result that we had from last year. It was a poll from last year, a Phi Delta Kappan poll from last year that said when parents were asked, they said they loved their kids' teachers, but they didn't want their kids to go into teaching.
Okay, now that you filibustered on my dime, I'd like to finish what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
Millions of dollars of union dues are going to the Democratic Party, so that agenda for DEI, pushing parents out of decision-making for their children, low test scores from our nation compared to other nations, demonizing the whites in the school curriculum. And you're double dipping to hundreds of thousands of dollars of the taxpayers' money because you don't even step foot in a classroom to teach. I'm wondering why you have the audacity to blame parents as your agenda has done, and keeping the parents out of the important decisions in their children's lives.
Kathy, let me give Randi Weingarten a chance to respond.
So I have clearly failed in my teaching in C-SPAN today because I didn't say any of that stuff. And so I'm sorry that you feel that way about me, but I love parents. I'm a grandparent myself. I think that we really, really need to work with parents all the time. And I think that it doesn't matter in terms of ideology. We have to unite the country. We have to create connection. We have to create community regardless of ideology. And I'm sorry that there was nothing that I said today that, made you actually say, well, maybe she really does care about this stuff. So I'm sorry that I wasn't effective.
A headline from today's Washington Post: masking at schools remains divisive in this time of a new surge in COVID. Should there be masking in K through 12 schools again?
So what we really need to do in K through 12 schools is fix the ventilation. We have to fix the ventilation. The most important thing we can do in terms of, and I'll get to masking in a sec, the most important thing we can do when we have respiratory illnesses is have really good fresh air that moves the air when you have this kind of respiratory virus. And whether it's RSV or whether it's asthma or whether it's COVID. I think because of all of the, I am not a public health person. I am a teacher, and I am a lawyer, and I have watched and looked at all the work in terms of public health. Good fitting masks actually protect people. They protect you, and they protect the people around you, particularly if you're sick. That's what they do. But I don't think we're going to get to a place anymore in this moment of time that requires masks, because there's no public health. That the fight about safety for ourselves and others, unfortunately, has been overcome by the disinformation about masks. And I say this as someone who is an asthmatic who really labored very intensively every time I had to wear a mask. But I just think we've lost the battle. And so making sure that masks are available, that people who are sick have to wear them, even though we don't have any kind of rules that require that morally, they should, because if they don't, they're going to get other people sick. But it's going to be voluntary and no stigmatizing for either people who wear masks or people who don't wear masks. But if we do something about ventilation, it will deal with much of the airborne issues in COVID.